Yep. This is Eureka John with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas, and I'm broadcasting on Theta TV. This is my preferred platform stream of choice, and yeah, I've been into Theta TV for a while. It is basically a decentralized video streaming platform that allows you to run nodes on your computer so you can share your bandwidth and get paid T-Fuel for it. And it does a whole lot of other stuff. It runs on an Ethereum virtual machine like platform. It's its own blockchain. Has the Theta governance token and then the T-Fuel utility token. And everybody can just download an Edge to whatever device they're using, Edge node, and earn T-Fuel for watching those videos. And let's see what else is good about. I mean, that you can create NFTs on it. There's a Theta swap, and you can build your own a Theta-based token. I have the Eureka token, even though I don't use it for anything. And I mean, and the smart contract have Theta platform. Theta blockchain has smart contract capabilities, so they're calling for Dapps to be built on it. So yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff's going on with Theta, which is why I choose to run on this platform. People who incorrectly call it a YouTube alternative, and that's not the case. So anyway, I don't know why I started out like that. It is 5:23 in the morning. That's probably why, and I'm broadcasting live from Leander, Texas, and that's just basically a suburb of Austin. Nothing fancy. And I moved out to Leander a year and a half ago from the big inner city of Austin. So anyway, this is my video blog. That's pretty much it. And I just talk about whatever I learned about in crypto the day before, and this is my place to vent it and have an outlet for all my crypto enthusiasm so I don't bug my friends, family, and neighbors and coworkers about it. So yeah, this is it, man. You're looking at it. This is my video blog, and let me get this there. All right. So I don't really shill anything. I mean, I guess I do shill some stuff, but not like, you know, nothing that would directly profit me unless you were to like buy in it and then the price goes up. I don't know. And then let's see. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not against taking sponsors. It would have to be somebody in a project that I believe in myself. But yeah, I'm not going to make that the focus and the center of my show. So, and what else am I missing out? Oh yeah, this is not financial advice, and I'm not your teacher, man. So this is just me talking about some crypto stuff, and a lot of the times I'm looking at it for the first time. As I'm on the show with you. So so sometimes we're just all looking at this together. We're in it together so we can build back better. Anyway, so let's go to the CoinGecko. I had Unibright pulled up. I was looking at it last night, and man, Unibright's just killing it. Up 17.3% in the past 24 hours. Let me just refresh this page just to make sure. But it's at $4.10. I'm really glad I bought in at 404. Oh my God, it dropped 10 cents. Or dropped 6 cents. I'm really glad I bought into Unibright at the very beginning. And, you know, I had some wavering doubts there for a while because it wasn't doing jack squat. And I sold a little bit, you know. But now it's up at 404. And, you know, I ended up buying back some of what I sold way back when it was like, I don't know, like 50 cents. And yeah, now it's at 404, and I'm wondering, is this where I capitulate and take my money and run, or is this will it keep on going to the stratosphere? So I don't know. I mean, it has some really big companies involved in it, you know, like Coca-Cola and Target and Microsoft SAP and Accenture and you name it, you know, all the big guns in the World Economic Forum. So this is, you know, going to be one of those enslavement coins, maybe. I don't know. So blockchain is going to work. It's going to go two ways. You know, it's going to go one of two ways. You know, it's going to go the way of the World Economic Forum, in which we are all enslaved by this blockchain technology. We will own nothing and we will be happy. And Basically, it's going to be CBDC, central bank digital currencies, run on blockchain, and we will be given an allowance each month according to our jab status and all that stuff, and we will be given a certain amount of money, and we'll be able to spend it in certain places depending on our medical information. And we'll have a certain amount of time in order to be able to spend that before it vaporizes and disappears away. And yeah, it could go that way, or it could give us financial freedom through the decentralized finance movement and empower all these individuals who would normally not be accredited investors and qualify to be able to use some of these amazing financial tools that have only really been available to the elite and the wealthy. And empower individuals with the right to use money and finance as they see fit for themselves and not as they're told to do. So, like I said, it could go one of two ways. So, I don't know. We'll see. So, let's go to the main CoinGecko page here. If you're unfamiliar with CoinGecko, it's kind of similar to CoinMarketCap, CoinPaprika, CoinCodex, any type of coin listings that goes according to market cap or however you want to sort it. And it just basically gives you the price information of all the available tokens. Well, not every token, but I mean a good chunk of them. All right. So Bitcoin's still sitting at 47,710. For the past couple of weeks, it's been between 45 and 49,000. Ethereum up to 3532.69. It is doing very well, up 11.2% in the past 7 days. Cardano also doing well still at 285, up in the number 3 spot. Binance Coin 474.12, and Tether is $1. XRP is, because Tether is a stable coin for those of you who did not know. So Tether and USDC in the top 10 here are both stable coins. XRP $1.20. The Doge, I have no idea how that's still up number 7. And Solana has been on a tear, $111.53. I have a carrot here. Let me take a bite. And Polkadot, $30.23. Uniswap, $30.25. Terra, $32. This is a project out of Korea, and is very well known in the Eastern Hemisphere, not so much in the Western Hemisphere, but it is taking a lot of the crypto market by storm. Chainlink 2757, Arbitrum rolled out yesterday. Arbitrum uses a lot of Chainlink. A lot of people had a lot of hope in this Arbitrum being a big boost for Chainlink. And apparently, so far, so good. Up 6.7% in the past 24 hours. If you don't know what Arbitrum is, it is a layer 2 solution built to provide faster and more scalability to Ethereum. So you can move your assets from Ethereum to Arbitrum, and then you can play around on all the Dapps, the decentralized applications that Arbitrum has available, that normally on Ethereum would cost an arm and a leg to use because the gas fees on Ethereum are so high. Ethereum is kind of at a weird spot right now. It's in the middle of a merge between Ethereum 1.0 and Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum 1.0 is proof of work mining, and it just didn't scale the way that they needed it to, and Ethereum has basically become the de facto standard for all decentralized finance and NFT projects. Now, there are DeFi applications and NFT capability on other blockchains, hence Theta network. Even Cardano has NFTs on it, and they have yet to build any type of DeFi stuff that I know about. But I mean, there's other projects like Solana, for instance. They have DeFi apps. Polkadot's building stuff. There's the Zilliqa has been building stuff. There's a lot of other blockchains out there that are building stuff. Cosmos, I believe Terra is built using the Cosmos Tendermint software development kit. And Cosmos is its own blockchain builder, and so I mean, there's a lot of other blockchains that are better than Ethereum and doing interesting stuff. But Ethereum is kind of, you think about it, in the 80s you had VHS and you have Beta. Beta, I guess, had better video quality and all that stuff, but VHS won out because it was it was the standard. I mean, it was what video. It was the standard that grabbed and took hold. You know. I'm not saying these other blockchains are going to be beta and fade out. I think that different blockchains are going to grab on to different niches, but you see every single one of these other blockchains vying and building for Ethereum virtual machine compatibility. So, yeah. So that's kind of why I'm bullish on Ethereum, is not necessarily because I think Ethereum is the best blockchain, but I think because Ethereum is the de facto standard and every other blockchain is building according to be compatible in some way or bridged in some way to Ethereum. So, yeah. It's not me, man. I don't know. I just work here, man. Right? Okay. So, that being said, where was I going to start today after I rambled? Yeah, so over here, here's a little ultrasound money website. So it's ultrasound.money. And this, I got a little new addition to my Twitter profile. Oh yeah, hold on real quick before I get to that. Theta Network is catching a lot of criticism from its community because they were unlocking 15 million Theta tokens from their validators to unstake. And that's good, I think, because one, it decentralizes the Theta network more. And the more decentralized the network is, the better it is, because then there's no centralized point of control or choke or manipulation there. But here they're doing a hackathon, $1 million in hackathon prizes to incentivize ecosystem development on Theta blockchain. This is the type of stuff that they're trying to fund, is, you know, hackathons, marketing and developers and stuff like that, to bring in new features and new innovation and development onto the Theta blockchain. So if you are a dev or want to join some kind of team in the hackathon, this would be a good place to do it. So yeah, check it out. I'll leave the link in the bio, so, or in the video description. Anyway, over here I discovered this website here, this ETH ultrasound money website, and this is where, what I was going to show you on my profile. I got a little bat, you know, ultrasound, you know, ultrasound, you know, bats, you know, they see with their sonar, and I don't know, whatever. It's lame, but I think it's kind of funny. So anyway, so you can track everything. EIP 1559 is a way to burn ETH during transactions, and it's a deflationary mechanism, and it's working beautifully. Here they're burning all these fees. All the miners pitch to fit because they're like, hey, that's my fee that I get and all that, you know. But you know, as things move towards proof of stake, you know, and ETH got criticized for being unlimited supply and all that stuff. Well, here's a cure for that. You burn some of those fees. And so yeah, it's the issuance versus supply growth, and then how much is being burned. You can keep track of that. And then here's the burn leaderboards. A lot of the NFTs are burning tons of fees right here, as you can see. Past 24 hours, 1,916.13 ETH are burned through OpenSeas, which is the NFT auction platform. Axie Infinity is another big one, 286 burned. Yeah, so yeah, we're burning it all up. OpenSea registry right here, 168.19 ETH. So yeah, this is the road of all the ETH supply. So if you want to keep track of ultrasound money and stuff like that, and that's interests you, and you have some questions about all this stuff, the triple halving, what is that? Triple halving is an issuance cliff roughly equivalent to 3 Bitcoin halvings. At the merge, total issuance drops from approximately 15 ETH per day to 1.5k ETH per day. So 15k ETH per day to 1.5k ETH per day of issuance. So that's a lot. That's a lot of halvings. If you don't know what a halving is, every 4 years Bitcoin goes through a halving in which the reward for finding a block is cut in half. So previously, if it was 12 Bitcoin reward for finding the Bitcoin blocks, if you're a miner, then it cuts into half. And what that does, that increases the demand. It's an economic deflationary type of mechanism, and yeah, it increases the value over the long run. And so, and by the time I guess 2040 something, we'll be nearing our last Bitcoins, and everybody's gonna be fighting over the last little bit. So anyway, if you want to add this little thing, ultrasound, and you understand the mission and the vision of everything that ETH is bringing into to play, you can copy that and put it on whatever profile. Anyway, so yes, yesterday Arbitrum rolled out, and Arbitrum, as I said, is a layer 2 solution, and layer 2 means being built with Ethereum scalability in mind. So you have to take your assets, just as you have to do for Matic Network, for Optimism, for Loopring, let me think, whatever else. Any other type of layer 2 solution, you have to move your Ethereum up onto the layer 2 platform. And that costs initially whatever layer 1 ETH gas is at the moment. And sometimes that can be pretty high, and it kind of sucks. So when you move stuff onto layer 2, make sure you're moving enough and quite a bit, you know, so you won't have to move things back and forth between layer 1 and layer 2 for a while. Because once you're on layer 2, there's a lot of stuff you can do very cheaply and very quickly. But you have to make sure you have everything you need to do stuff in advance. So I moved a little chunk of Ethereum up to Arbitrum, and you know, I've been playing around on Matic Network. So hold on real quick before I get all this started. My MetaMask window's popping up. Hold on, let me put in my password so I can get all this stuff going. All right. Okay, here's the Arbitrum token bridge. And Matic has kind of a similar thing for the Matic bridge through quick swap and stuff like that. But you first, in order to be able to do this stuff, you have to set up the RPC. And I've talked about this quite a bit in the past couple weeks. Let me expand the view on this MetaMask wallet just so you can see. Expand view. All right. So, I got 0.1178 ETH up on here. All right. So, right here, as you can see, Arbitrum. I went down and I went to custom RPC, and I added in a new RPC. RPC means remote procedure call, I believe, or something like that. And it's not really that important. But it allows you to connect to any corresponding blockchain. As you can see, I'm on Energy Web Token, Matic, Binance, XDAI, Huobi, and Optimistic. And now here's Arbitrum down here at ARB1. Okay. So let me go into the Arbitrum blockchain, ARB1. Hold on. So ARB1, and then so not letting me pull up the. Okay. Anyway, so let me shut down some of these windows. I had a billion. Anyway, here's the Energy Web Token one. I'll just show you an example of that since I have it up. All right. So you go in. There's the main Ethereum network. Always check what network you're on, or you won't be able to connect to the website of choice. And then if you Google RPC, whatever, or search engine it, it'll give you something will pop up, and then you can plug this information in your MetaMask, and then bam, voila, you are connected to the mainnet, or to whatever network you're trying to do. Anyway, so I did this for Arbitrum, and I found this website, portal.arbitrum1, and Optimism is taking a different approach for their layer 2 solutions. They are first putting it out there on Uniswap, and then they say once they get that built and going and working exactly the way they want to with zero problems, then they will expand out. Not Arbitrum. They've taken some time, but they've remained on their timeline. And they have, look at all these apps that they have immediately. All this stuff immediately available on Arbitrum. So they just rolled it all out in one, and this is pretty amazing. And so you have links to all their Twitters, their Mediums, and their Discords, and their GitHubs and stuff like that. And so yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do immediately on Arbitrum. Let me go and find what I did. So yesterday I was in the BanklessDAO, and I'm a part of the BanklessDAO, proud member of the BanklessDAO. And I would say if you're into cryptocurrency that you should get involved in some kind of project, even if you don't know jack squat about it. Go to the BanklessDAO. You can come in there as a total noob, and go through the first quest program and stuff like that, and learn about blockchain, learn about cryptocurrency, learn about Ethereum too, and you can start contributing. But anyway, when you join a DAO, a lot of times you can vote, or any project, you can vote on governance stuff. Well, because I had a subscription originally to BanklessDAO and I wanted to be more involved, I received an airdrop, which is what prompted me to go join the BanklessDAO. And then I've been in the BanklessDAO for a while and doing stuff and being involved, and I enjoy it, and I've made some friends in there. Anyway, so yesterday I see it in the general announcements that there is, as Arbitrum goes live, the BanklessDAO members who have voted twice on the governance issues receive an airdrop for Swapr. And Swapr right here is kind of a Uniswap style DEX on Arbitrum. And it's not only on Arbitrum, but it's on DXdao and Ethereum mainnet too. And so I learned about a new, hold on, I'm trying to get all this to where it's, alright, there we go. I learned all about this yesterday, and I discovered a new app. I discovered a different DAO called DXdao, and I'll show you that here in a second. But anyway, let's go to Swapr token. All right, let me scroll back up. So now it showed me how to go on there and see if I had any Swapr tokens to be claimed. Yes, I did. I had 420 Swapr tokens. 420, man. I don't even smoke weed, but everything's 420 nowadays with you millennials. Anyway, I will follow the Swapr token medium. So anyway, Swapr is on Layer 2. It's on Arbitrum. It's on Ethereum. It's on DXdao network, and it is a automated market maker swapping protocol brought out by the DXdao. And so with the passage of the Signal protocol on Saturday, DXdao is set to launch the Swapr token to attract and develop an engaged community to govern Swapr into the future. The launch comes more than a year after a governance-enabled AMM was first ideated, and is the culmination of months of work between the DXdao community and the Swapr squad. The Swapr token also coincides with the launch of Arbitrum 1, which is the third network that Swapr is live on. Swapr tokens for the initial airdrop can now be claimed at swapr.eth on Arbitrum 1. See below for a list of eligible communities. And that's another great thing about becoming involved in communities, because you get the inside information on a lot of the stuff that happens. And not necessarily insider information, but you're just kind of more knowledgeable about what happens instead of just being a solo operator out there. To coincide with the Swapr launch, DXdao Governance is set to launch Swapr liquidity mining campaigns by Monday, September 6th across Arbitrum 1, Ethereum mainnet, and DXdao. Details on incentivized pairs can be found below. So there's the Swapr contract on mainnet and Swapr contract on Arbitrum. So you can plug that into your wallet, your MetaMask wallet, and I will go ahead and do that right here. Well, boy howdy. All right, so let me Control C this. Let me get over to my MetaMask. I will add an asset. So here's how you do it. You just add token like that, and then you put in that contract address that you got. Now make sure the contract address is from the correct website and from the correct place. So sometimes if it's some kind of janky project, or maybe something that's not really well established or super new, that might not have the token symbol, and you'll have to put in the token symbol and then however decimals you want to go out. Usually 18 is a good number. So, but this has it in this case. So let's go to next, and bam, Swapr. Look, I have 419.642, so not quite 420. All right. So now Swapr can be seen in there. And some of these layer 2 solutions, you pretty much have to get the contract address and add them in to every single token. Ethereum, It's already, a lot of them are already pre-built in there. All you have to do is just put in the ticker symbol and you can add the asset to your wallet back, or it automatically populates. Well, not with layer 2 solutions. Anyway, so Swapr, the governance token. The Swapr protocol will be governed by Swapr token holders through the ERC20 guild structure, where tokens are locked for voting. Voting weight is directly proportional to the number of tokens locked in the governance contract. Swapr token holders can use their voting power to adjust and govern the protocol fee, manage the Swapr guild treasury, allocate liquidity mining rewards to targeted pools, deploy the Swapr guild and Swapr protocol to additional networks, adjust the base pairs that trades are routed through, and improve the Swapr protocol and Swapr DApp. So, and then there's a fee structure. When you provide liquidity, and then, the fees, all the fees, it shows where the fees go through. And when you do trades, when you do trades through Swapr, there are fees associated, as with any type of DEX. And this is where all the fees go to. Liquidity pool fee, protocol fee, Swapr treasury, the Swapr fee share. Okay, so it has $100 million Swapr max supply. Token was minted by an anonymous deployer and distributed to both the Swapr airdrop contract and the DXdao treasury. You can view the signal proposal submitted by the deployer there, and I don't feel like going to look at it. This is where it all goes. All right, so here's the airdrop. The initial community airdrop allocation targets users from relevant projects and spaces, integrating them into Swapr's growing community. These communities share sentiments with DXdao on governance and decentralization. Included in this allocation is an airdrop reserved and undetermined allotment up for further discussion within the Swapr community. So, yes, airdrops happen. And I talked about yesterday, sometimes you might see in your wallet appear just some random airdrops of some random tokens. This is not one of those, okay? So this is a legit airdrop. And let's see where I am time. Okay. You basically have to be involved in some kind of community, because they wanted to airdrop these tokens to people and projects that they think would help to contribute back to them, and not just be like, oh wow, airdrop, I'm dumping. It's in poor taste to dump your airdrop from a project the second you get it. You're like, hey man, screw it, I don't care, take the money and run. I'm only in it for the money anyway. Dog eat dog, right? This. Come on, dude. I don't want to view life that way. It's not fun, and it might be temporarily a little bit of a adrenaline rush, I guess, but to act like that. But it's just distasteful and doesn't contribute. So, good morning, Randy. How you doing? Talking about Swapr on Arbitrum 1, and I got an airdrop yesterday for being involved in the BanklessDAO. So the reason they chose BanklessDAO to give some airdrop, the BanklessDAO members who voted twice or more here, voted at BanklessDAO twice or more, is because they think that the people at the BanklessDAO wouldn't just dump their tokens, and that they would possibly use the Swapr tokens to help provide liquidity and to bootstrap this entire application and protocol, so it could do better things, so the Swapr token would eventually be worth more, and then that we could all help contribute to this space, which is ideally what a lot of these projects want to do. So this is kind of the all the airdrop, the DXdao total airdrop was 8 million, I guess, right here, and this is how it is allocated out. And the BanklessDAO members, some 1-inch governance and fee voters, so they trusted them. The Omen users, which is another one of the applications put out by the DXdao. So it shows you how to claim it. You go to, I'll open this link here in a second. So you go there and you can just, you can even, I believe, connect your Ethereum wallet without having to bridge anything over yet. And you can see if your wallet is eligible to claim this, and you'll see this little thing pop up if you do, and I did on one of my wallets, which is the one I use for BanklessDAO. So I ended up bridging some money up on there, some Ethereum, and like I said, bridging over to any layer 2 solution can get expensive. It ended up costing me about like $40, I think, to bridge over, but I also bridged over whenever it did Yeah, it was like right in the middle of the day. If you want to wait till like a Friday night or a Saturday night or even Sunday morning or something, it might be a good time to bridge because that's when gas fees might be a little low. But I was impatient. I wanted my 420 swapper, and so I did it immediately, and it costed me $40, which is not terrible, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I put in, I put I guess about $500 up onto the layer 2 Swapr. So I'm going to be hopefully growing that $500 to make it all worth it and recoup my $40 by using Arbitrum Arbitrum apps. So like I said, over here, here's the portal. Then it has all these apps that I can use now. And those of you who have used Aave, let's go take a look and see if Aave has provided their Arbitrum connection. Let's see here. Arbitrum, enter app. So, Arbitrum, Aave, enter app. So, let's see here what app. And if you don't know what Aave is it's an old school blue chip. I say old school, but it's a DeFi protocol that allows you to lock up your assets and borrow against them. It's a lending protocol, yeah. And you think of lending protocols on crypto as almost just kind of like pawn shops. You put some of your tokens up for Hawk, So let's see here if I can connect by Arbitrum. Let me minimize this over here a little bit so you can see. Let me get this pulled up and this over there. For crying out loud. I can't believe I said that. That's something of my parents' generation. For crying out loud. That's something I would hear my dad and granddad say when I was a kid. For crying out loud, why can't we get this to work? Alright, so connect your main wallet. I will connect to my MetaMask wallet. And then I will select my... Okay, so Ethereum mainnet and Polygon mainnet. So where's the Arbitrum yet? So I guess Arbitrum is not quite there yet. So I guess I'll have to get all the information. Maybe Aave doesn't have it ready. But Arbitrum certainly is ready. So anyway, down here is where I showed you where the Swapr protocol is right here. I don't really understand how the graph and Truffle Suite and USDC and all that stuff is just showing that I guess these are projects that will be enabled on top of Arbitrum protocol or are. So there's wallets, Dapps, and tools. And so yeah. Then you can, if you have a project that you want to put on layer 2 Arbitrum, you can do it right here and apply to join the protocol. So if you want to put money up on the protocol, go to the bridge and let's see here. I get this pulled up. So all you gotta do, just deposit ETH, and I put some ETH on there, and then when you want to withdraw, you withdraw there. But like I said, it's kind of expensive to put things up on layer 2. So make sure you do it once, and you do enough of it to do whatever you want to do up on layer 2. And this applies to all layer 2 platforms. Okay, so layer 2 platforms are amazing. A lot of money to be made. I've done very, very well using this adamant.finance program on Matic network, and I'm probably going to apply the same type of principles to the Arbitrum and play around. But here's all the different liquidity pools that I can jump into on layer 2 Matic, and some of these APYs are really high. And so I'm playing with purely house money here on the Matic protocol. So I intend to do the same thing on Arbitrum. Like I said yesterday, some of the same people that would use the Matic layer 2 solutions and protocols would also use Arbitrum. So that's exactly what I'm going to do over here. So like I said, I poured it over around $500 or $600. I'm going to start with that, make that back, and then continue on with the house money on basically Arbitrum and yield farm and all that stuff, and DeFi my way to heaven. So let's see here. DXdao is the DAO that put out the Arbitrum, and they also put out Omen.eth. It's a decentralized prediction market platform built on top of the Gnosis conditional token framework. There's Swapr right here. Mesa.eth, open source interface for the Gnosis protocol, permissionless DEX that enables ring trades to maximize liquidity. I'm not really sure what that is, but it sounds pretty amazing. And then Rails.eth. Rails brings fast, cheap, and hassle-free cryptocurrency micropayments to the masses. Get aboard. So anyway, what DXdao does, and I had a hard time with this. I was like, what do you do here, you know? The DXdao is a decentralized organization initialized in May of 2019 and has over 400 unique stakeholder addresses. It develops, governs, and grows DeFi protocols and products. So it builds DeFi stuff. All right. That's what the DXdao does, is they figure out things that they can build in the DeFi world, and they build it. And they are a DAO that builds that. So they are a decentralized organization, aka company, in a way, but that's community owned, that builds Dapps, DeFi Dapps and protocols, so and products. So the DXdao has the potential to significantly scale its membership. So you can create a proposal there, you start a forum discussion. They've built these 4 Dapps so far, and this one is available on Arbitrum now. And the DXD powers the decentralized ecosystem. The DXD is the DXdao native ERC20 token. DXD token holders have an economic claim to DXdao's revenue, and it also grants its owners future access to a suite of services and premium features in decentralized applications such as gasless transactions, feeless anonymizing of assets, and reducing trading fees on DEX protocols and more. So if you hold the DXD token, then you have access to kind of, I guess, more of a white glove, elite type of level of access to some of these decentralized finance applications. So there's no hierarchies, work with the distributed collective that finds consensus through voting, symmetry of information, equal access to information for all members, swarm knowledge, the transparent feedback enables system enables decision making with a high degree of success and open for everyone. Permissionless access increases the knowledge and effectiveness of the collective. And before the very beginning, when I was talking that crypto could go one of 2 ways. It could go the way of the CBDC and enslavement to the global World Economic Forum system that they're trying to put in place under the guise of some kind of pandemic, or it could go the way of DeFi and permissionless and anonymity, and empower the plebes like you and me and everybody else, individual access to our own finance, to be able to use our money for what we want to use it for, how we want to use it, when we want to use it, and how fast we want to use it, and to be able to grow our money. And that is the power of DeFi and of DAOs, basically, to not have a top-down centralized controlling structure, but have a no hierarchy, symmetry of information, swarm knowledge, and open for everybody. And that is basically what I've enjoyed about being in the BanklessDAO. And, you know, I've realized some fruit from being in the BanklessDAO. I've been able to earn bank tokens by contributing to the community. And I've also gotten this Swapr airdrop that I have now been able, that has led me over to Arbitrum Layer 2. And then now I've uploaded some Ethereum to Arbitrum Layer 2. And now I have the Swarm tokens. Where is this Swarm app? I'm going to go, the Swapr, I didn't say Swapr, okay. So I'm going to go to Swapr here, and I'm going to do some trades. And hold on, let me get back over to, okay, here I am on the Arbitrum 1 network. So as you can see, hold on, let me get back, okay, switch network. Yeah, I don't know why I was wanting me to switch to the Ethereum mainnet because it's on Arbitrum too. But anyway, I was on it for a second ago on Arbitrum, and I don't know why. So now let me switch back over. Ta-da! Okay, so let me switch over here. I got to refresh this. Switch network to Arbitrum. All right. So here I am with my balance of 419,642 Swapr, and I could add liquidity, and I'm probably going to add liquidity and put that to work, and then I will probably go to some of these other applications that I showed you, and yeah, start building up a bag on the Arbitrum network. And as you can see, here's some of the tokens available to swap with so far on the Arbitrum network of Swapr. So yeah, interesting stuff. Anyway, that being said, I've gone over time again, and I just get all excited about this stuff, man. So this is what it's about, man. You know, every single morning I jump on here and I go over time because I get so stoked about this stuff. And I don't know, man. I don't know how you guys listen to me every morning, Randy. You are a good man. So yeah. Sometimes I listen to some of my stuff and I'm just like, oh man. All right. That being said, I will finish eating my carrot here, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions about Arbitrum and getting up onto layer 2, joining the BanklessDAO, whatever, crypto in general, hit me up on Twitter there. Twitter, EurekaJohn1, the number 1. And yeah, DM me. My DMs are open. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.